Kankan's been watching Paper X and was just like, dude, give me Reina. Okay.
Kong locking it in for the first time for him at a global event.
That's wild.
So this is very Paper X-esque. I think the biggest thing to look at is how they're going to be able to combine these Reina Leers and Sky Flashes to create space and get into these sites. It's also, I think, could be
kind of work.
pretty
It
good
again. It kind of works
initiator.
nice
Really powerful to
with
be pushing through
the
and
double
abusing all
smoke,
these smokes that Loud will be
especially when
putting
teams are
down.
doing. You know, when teams. Is this gonna look too sus for me to draw?
Yeah, that
Yeah, I think it is.
I am just. He
Can't
is
never
tying my
can
brain
draw
into a
that.
pretzel with that pick. I mean, I
Okay,
just
you know when you like block
really
vision
make
with the
sense of it of
smoke,
what they're gonna be doing. If there's a weakness,
and
they've
then
shown
you
that while playing
have
the
and then you have
triple
like a
control
flash
comp,
behind
it
it.
did
If
look
no
less
one
practiced
shoots,
when I was
obviously,
watching
then
it back. I
it
think that they have
doesn't
some ideas of how they want to play
then kind of gives you
significant
vision.
stall like you were mentioning,
Right, it's kind of like how
maybe,
Paper X
on the
do it.
defense side in particular, but there are things that you can counter.
Yeah, dude, would look way too sus. I can't draw that. Imagine someone from Riot just tunes in, just like, oh, let's check out the Sleep Watch Party. What's going down? Man, it would have been. It would have been basically, you know, the Viper Sussel. It would basically have just been that, just on the screen without any context, no rest of the map there.
I think on defense,
Yeah,
Loud's
just
strength is
all
gonna
the
have to come
streaming
in
rights
flood
provoked.
retake, giving space to this Reina Sky and then re-pushing back in together. And a lot of that will come down to Ospas. He was good in their upper bracket games, but he's been struggling on agents other than Jet. In the past, he was one of the world's best Raze players, and this is his chance to prove that he is again, this time against Smoggy, who's in great form.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Also, Kankan, we know what he can do with the op. He loves to op, and he's going to be opping on that Reina on Bind. So,
I mean, he's done it on Gecko before.
But this is the thing, like, where can Loud anticipate where he's going to be?
The best time, I guess.
So I have a hot take that I think one of the best things that EDG could do is actually make Kankan rifle predominantly for a map, because they are getting hard counter-stratted by teams. We saw it against Giants and Paper X when they played against them. They were counter-stratting and hard countering Kankan's positioning with the operator.
I mean, he might just send it.
I would love for them to throw a bait and switch to save money, make sure that they
Kankan upping on weird agents. Reina's legit though. Hit that shot. It's kind of strong. I mean, he's very consistent as well. So in his hands, it should be good. Should be.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm also looking for the side of EDG towards that Sky player, Nobody, who has
Maple
been
Brown
making some
1283 with the
thus far
gifted.
in
Thank you,
playoffs,
thank you.
giving away a
Sliggy on
lot
top.
of
Thank you for
first
saying that,
duels.
mate.
With this Reina
Welcome
Sky
into the
Raze
Slug
comp,
Cup.
his role is so important as that solo initiator. He's their only
I'm not
source
gonna
of
go
information.
down to your levels
He's
if that's
also
what
the
it is,
player who
but
has to combine with the Reina
I think
to
it's
get
normal.
his way into sites. If he's continuing down the path of going for crazy first kills all of the time, I think that could make this composition fall apart.
Yeah, I can't wait to see if he's going to dismiss out of there.
Why is Harbor Viper not meta? It was only kind of really hard meta on Pearl. Pearl got changed and they reduced everyone's bullets. And honestly, it did make a difference. But the main thing was the Pearl change.
Spent time trying to cook up something like this. How much is this going to throw the Loud preparation off, do you think?
I think it will to a certain degree as well, because you have to play around for one Kankan's
The Reina's going to be
I'll
interesting.
repeat what I was saying. Giants and Paper X, they played around it really well. When
Yeah,
Giants
I guess he
played
just
on
wants to
Split, they were
disrespect
always using utility play,
every
common angles they love to play on.
smoke there is.
And when
And
Paper
there's,
X was
I
playing
mean,
on
there's going to
Fraction,
be a
they
lot
were
of them.
always poking holes in terms of where he wasn't playing.
Where
and
they still
exploiting all
talking,
the
there's
time with
issues,
contact
bro.
plays. I would love
Issues
to see
right
them
now.
lean
We're
more
fixing
heavily
them.
into a bit of
In
rifling,
his-
because Kankan, listen,
in
the
his
op
look
was
wreck.
flashy. He's one of the best operators, I think, at this event, if not the best. But if you can throw off preparation in some way or form by changing up the expected outcomes of how you're playing, it could really throw a team like Loud off. On Bind as well, when they're playing this triple controller, and in my opinion, it didn't look as fleshed out. Yes, it had some cool
50% of the
ideas
server
behind
is
it, but it
locked in
wasn't as
controller.
concrete compared
Yeah,
to some of
that's-
the
I
other
mean,
comps that they were playing.
strong.
I do think, though, that Loud
Omen's
should be
strong.
ready
They're
for
all
this
strong.
composition, because Paper X also plays a Reina Sky on this map, and
Viper
they
is
just
the
had to
thing.
prep
How long
for
before we
Paper
see a
X
judge?
last night. I think they should be ready for some of the main ideas behind
I'm
this
tempted
comp,
to say
but the
second
question is
rounds,
whether
but-
EDG will have a different idea cooked up
Yeah,
than
no,
Paper
we'll say
X would
second
have.
round.
Well, thank you very much, you guys, for hanging
Why not?
with me here. The agents are
We'll be
locked in.
optimistic
Of
about
course, the Reina is locked in, and we're ready for our first map. I can't wait to see what your casters make of this. Over to you, Doug and Sean Gers.
Thank you so much, Jinsu. It's actually really interesting, Sean, that we're in this situation where, due to weather circumstances, the crowd is empty, but it almost adds an extra, like, eerie tension to the entire event.
You can feel the pressure from when the players walked in. They're actually trying to make the hype. They're trying to bring each other up. And what an insane pick this is. Picking Bind, picking into a Reina now, off of the chamber that we saw previously. I
mean, Sean used to be when it was Sean and DDK. That was always my favorite kind of cast.
I think
They got a little bit nerdy with it, and that's what I'm in for.
And really punishing these controllers that often don't want to take these early fights.
Hey, they're not going to have much of a choice. Edward Gaming starting off on the attacking side, and you see a bit of a lean towards A short already.
Okay, Loud on defense, EDG on attack. Triple smoker against double duelist. One of them being Arena.
Flash goes into showers to clear it, so the one way that Sadok threw in showers is worthless right now. And you can see right now they're just sniffing out the map, trying to get a feel for what Loud is trying to accomplish with their defensive setup.
Yeah, it's actually such a benefit. We just saw
it's such a nightmare for
that smoke.
EDG.
And that's one of the benefits of running a triple controller comp is that you can invest.
Dude, I really think Kang is just going to disrespect so much.
Now
that's what I'm expecting.
Showers, you see the nade out as Coenzine has to take a slight step back.
Oh man, they bait this out. 3-person. Damn, okay, they really had a good idea on this, that this might be happening, by the way. 3 people go through TP, they insta-hit over towards here. EDG kind of knew this was happening, it felt like. Yeah, it was perfect. The nade that went in pushed them away. Then they didn't have pure info of when they were actually pushing in. That was impressive. It's a 5v5 retake, and got here with the Reyna. Oh, lost man.
They're going to continue to push forward into pipes as well. Just Chichu and Haodong remain. Can they hold the line? Can they keep the spike up?
I've never seen anyone tuck into that one. That's the first time I've ever seen someone tuck into that angle. Okay, nicely done in the end from Loud. 5-person retake, all from spawn. Dude, how did they get 3 kills here? How did there 3 kills going the way of Loud and nothing else? That's so mad.
So early too. You make
yeah, I mean there was some shots
more than halfway to his orbital strike in round 2. It's just dumb.
I think that's one of the best ults available to this team right now.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
Having 4
that's a nice shot
into this potential eco round.
Maple Brown, thank you so much. Van Silly has been gifted. Where is Van Silly? Where is he these
I think
days?
This is a very winnable
we haven't seen Van Silly for a while. Thank you so much though. Appreciate the gifted. Thank you. And we have 20 R6. 20 R6 with the Prime. Welcome into the Slug Club. Thank you for that. Right, no judge.
This was something Navi struggled with early on in the game.
He's working to pay off all the gifted, honestly, yeah. That's a big opening. And the wall goes up, so it creates a question mark. And honestly, the question mark is like a big question mark because why would you not try go over towards it instantly and pick up a gun? So now this is hard. Boombot goes in over towards Lamps trying to clear it out, and they do clear it out. And so the big question mark that was created here has now been cleared out, and as we can see there is a huge opening over towards B, so if they decided to go off the contact of this, it would be perfect. But yeah, I think they don't realize how fast this question mark got cleared out from Loud, because honestly, Loud did a great job of doing this.
Has lurked on all of the maps, but if they feel like there's a B stack going on, they will pivot to nobody. Nobody's sniffing.
Seaside, what's up, bro? How we doing?
There's the rotate.
Good to see you, mate.
What was the cue, though? I don't know what they saw, but Loud decided to slowly.
This is weird, dude. Nobody, when I watch him, okay, this is a big heal, by the way. A massive heal, first of all. But yeah, nobody's crazy. He takes so many risks. This one is so fine because it's an eco, but.
What's happening in showers? They could be in some trouble.
That's a big gun. Huge duel. Kind of all comes down to this.
Oh no! And Chichu is on the Giga Lurk right now, Doug. This is a
nightmare has his ult as well.
I still don't fully understand it. We got the kill.
Here comes the ult to secure it. Nicely done. Look at the HP. 66, 10, 35, and 10. Remember there was a heal during all of this as well. So that's incredible. So many upgrades. What an insane round from EDG. What an insane round from Kang, to be honest with you. That first kill opened it all up. Then the pressure over towards B, kind of manipulated the rotates. Then nobody just walking out of showers. Like they were very calm with this.
Such a good opener.
Yeah, and they were just together as well. This is really cool.
That's huge.
Okay. And going into this round now, they have a huge economic advantage. They're going to try to punish this B site. They use the same thing against Billy. The stim peek on dry peeking this.
They're gonna try to go fast off of this. Amali's gonna keep him back for just a moment.
I think it doesn't necessarily counter the extra smokes, but it definitely helps them like force through.
Very reminiscent of the previous round. But they've already
it's an extra bit of util to just like disrespect it and like obviously kill, get away, get info, dismiss throwing. Like I wouldn't call it an exact counter, but it's definitely good against smokers. Yeah. Damn, okay, this one's huge. Oh, really? Let me refresh this. For people that are asking, Bala has COVID, so that is why we have Sean casting.
I feel like they've strategically won all 3 of these rounds so far.
Yeah, I agree with you. To go back to the pistol, I mean the opening of the pistol.
Yes. Loud has been outplayed in all 3 of these rounds thus far.
Yeah, it's very true what Sean's saying. Like in terms of the mind games right now, like EDG are in control fully. Tui says this all because he had a very good pistol. He had 4 of these, and no one else is actually that close to their ult.
That's a nice one-way right there coming out of Sadak on short.
This is one of the hardest one-ways to hit. It's just like see this little. What even is this? This little pipe. I'm pretty sure there's one over towards there as well, and you have to get it on the pipe. It's very hard to do on the go. Yeah, see this little pipe here? Very, very precise to hit this one way. You're only really going to see that one way within like the first 15 seconds, because doing it in the game itself, unless you've got a lot of space, it's relatively hard to repeat.
Just now, what happened on the B side of the map, Kawanzine,
but it is nice.
Guiding light down, it actually caught Chichu. So they're aware of someone being down low B.
I really like what they just did with the Trailblazer, though. Sense it through teleporter to catch, make sure there's someone playing showers, too. They just got a lot of info.
I don't think it matters, Doug. They're too late. Two people are stuck right now in you, and they just got to hold this down.
This is such a weird run. They smoke off this, they flash back his sight. Okay, respect how don't Mike get out. Okay.
Tui's gets him, Chichu and nobody, the only 2 that remain.
Good luck.
And a 2v4. What a miracle this would be. Nobody's gotten them just a little bit
closer. Imagine he gets another kill here.
Still playing his life, still being cautious about it, playing U-Haul. The spam through, nobody not able to connect. It's all on Chichu. A 1v3 with nothing but a Spectre. Maybe he plays time, but he has no mollies. He's got some utility, but they're just going to hold it. Really, no reason not to. Tui's gets it to half. As the wall goes down, Chichu gets it to just 1. Tui's holds it a fuse.
He did it right damage.
2 apiece.
Huge hold on that A side by Osbus and Tui's.
You want the casters up a little bit?
Sure. It was a 4-on-2. The extra players coming
that should be a little bit better now. I turned up my side.
In heaven. And they did it. The orbital strike again comes in huge. That ult will have tons of value throughout this game, and the 2 used so far already in 4 rounds have won their rounds respectively.
Okay.
Looks like your Kong has an op. He is vested.
2 away from this. We see the judge out, so we already had 6 rounds. The 6th round for the judge wins this one.
Hong Kong wants to get some showers.
Yeah, and with this again, they just have so many smokes that literally these 3 can always just be smoked off. This is nice.
Great.
Sorry, 5th round.
From Tui's.
Did I say 6th round? I felt like I said 6th round.
EDG realized that a lot of these rounds previously, there was no one behind that smoke. This was the perfect adjustment round for Loud. Oh man, we've seen Sadak tear people up with this judge.
Yeah, I mean, it's the most perfect comp to play a judge with. No spam as well afterwards is kind of interesting. Doesn't give them full info, but.
To make contact.
He just got obliterated.
Picking the right side in terms of 2 people at the moment. They double up over towards long. Bro, they're going to have a rough time here.
Can Loud rotate quickly enough?
Les is stalling out the long push.
These 2 in long, they need to kill 2 between them, and even then, it might not be enough.
Against the ropes, can they hold on? They really have no choice but to play life. You see that Lear come through the wall from Hookah, getting first, but Les! What on earth was that? 3 kills for the
and while that's going on, they push through spawn. It's a nice smoke as well to get them out through the choke point.
What do they do from here?
Mate, Les is just ridiculous this event, isn't he? I mean,
well out of reach, and a 2v3 has just become a 2v2. Nobody once again trying to equalize. The Paranoid to delay for just a moment. There's a swing. Aspas gets the best of him. 13 seconds left, and it all falls on to Chichu. He gets the first. The second is there! Chichu with the Red Bull clutch.
What is this round? It's just a straight up Viper off.
The 2 Vipers now.
Yeah, it is the actual Viper off. Just who can do the most.
Actually in that comeback against Na'Vi, holding down the B side almost every round. It looked just like this, Doug.
Oh my. Chad, that's crazy that he did that. That looks so nice.
Read by Loud. Wow.
And he just divs Aspas at the end too.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous. Ridiculous round.
Chichu here gonna smoke long. So instead of the Viper starting by
okay,
short
now
end,
we
the way
go
EDG
over
plays
towards
this
the
is they
eco
boost
after
their
this one
poison
as well.
wave,
Get the
block
op out,
vision
and
from
money
the
is
defenders,
starting to really
essentially
flow.
wash out the smokes on this region of the map.
So yeah,
Chichu
money's
controls
starting to
it
really flow.
very,
Another
very
chance for
well.
them to get the money good.
In the
Sadak
meantime,
might just
Smoggy will opt
might
for
just
hookah, while
be
the other two
using a
will end up
shotgun for
working
most of these
showers or
rounds.
short A, which they're opting for showers here.
Bucky again. Bucky's legit. Right click is awful. Left click is incredible.
He's just got to contact this. I don't know.
Do you think there's a chance for deadlock this event? Nah, those days have gone. It's nice timing on that. Not a chance. What? Why would you even? What do you gain for that? I was, do you know what? The words were about to come out of my mouth of you are literally not going to jump that again.
Free one through the smoke. You've got the mollies. You've got everything to delay, and Sonic pounces on it. Upgrade to weapon, but clothesline by Chichu on the other side.
Bro, okay, hold up. This is actually really on. Big Joel. Big Joel. Can he get any more? Might have done enough. Viper ult goes in. That means they can get the plant. We got Less's ult as well if they want to get really crazy with it.
Kawanzin is so far away too, and he has nothing but a ghost, Sean.
He has one flash. And the counter pit.
Oh boy, it's going to get crazy. Does it reach the spike itself? It feels like it does. I think it does.
Mess of a situation. Can Kawanzin upgrade a weapon? I think that's key here. What utility do they have? A flash for the sky? Conkling's pushing forward, though. Of course he is. And we wouldn't have it any other
Viper
way.
off
Two
again.
Vipers left. Chichu and Les.
Oh, he drops it. He drops his.
Chichu's so far back. Les just has to take a gamble. I mean,
I think he was out so long.
He knows now
oh,
Chichu's in
but
shower.
he's pushing him. He's pushing him. Is he gonna have enough time for the defuse?
Yeah, he has, right?
I think he is. I think he's gonna be
just actually,
fine.
Wait.
It's so close.
Oh my gosh! Oh
Holy,
my gosh!
Okay. Had to turn the sound up there, actually get the cues on it. Jesus, man. EDG are just winning these rounds. Chichu clutching every single round back to back from him.
Ending up in such a strong situation this game. But no, and the timeout comes in from Fraud.
How close was that? 0.15. I mean, that's not the closest we've had this tournament, but it's pretty freaking close.
Wait, he dropped the up. I think he was honestly out at the ult. I'm not entirely sure.
After a round like that, if you're coaching Loud right now, Fraud, he just needs a breather.
We're going to have no crowd for the rest of the tournament? Nah, it won't be for today. Remember, we got like 3 days off after today, right? So it's literally just for today. I think the Hurricane's like... What is it? Does the Hurricane hit today, or it's like going to hit the coast today or something?
But it's not the best.
Yeah, it's going to be spotty
so
for sure.
it should have passed.
I think on the other side
and they should have dealt with the water by then.
Are just working. We've talked a little bit about the showers pressure and how they've been able to create some space around that. Kong on the Reyna has found value. The attack side op has already made an appearance once. But Chichu, man. Chichu has just been an absolute menace.
I truly believe he's been the star player, actually. When watching EDG throughout this
Loud with timings of those spike. Yeah, not wrong, actually. They've had some devastating ones.
But I think that what we really should be looking out for this round is how to obtain this orbital strike.
It'll be today and tomorrow. Yeah, so they'll have like 2 days to be able to clear all the roads with the water.
Right
should be fine.
this particular round.
Depends how much rain there is, I guess, but...
The fight for showers begins here. This is the adjustment from Loud coming in. They're going to get a smoke from Sadak and the Brimstone and the Raze.
All right, big round now, especially for Loud's Econ. It hasn't been great. They call a timeout, and we're 1 away from Kawanzin's ult as well, so that's kind of nice.
From EDG.
You can almost feel the fear right there. One flash causes the Brimstone Molly to come out. That doesn't normally happen when you watch Loud, Doug. They normally sit on that Brim Molly. That's a super important stall piece.
Was it this team that did this before? The double off angle and showers? I thought it was another team. Either way, I do like it.
Yeah, the flash from Kawanzin down long is going to get some info.
Nice to see the EDG just kind of chill out for a little bit as well. They just wanted to see if someone actually goes super aggro against them.
Like they're about to pounce on the weak side right now. Ospas is rotating. He just used a satchel to get here quick enough.
Big duel in showers, by the way. They might all take TP. Big duel in showers. They decide the whole round. Okay. That's huge from Tuis. Dude, if they get that kill, there's a TP coming in.
They tried applying pressure from opposite sides of the map, and Loud's been able to hold it all back.
Huge rotate right there from Ospas.
That was a big kill over towards showers. I'm telling you, it's a different round. Everyone takes TP.
Most importantly, Tuis won the fight in showers.
Yeah, that was enormous.
They could no longer take that teleporter and feel safe about it.
Nobody in a 1v3. He's got Spike in hand. We've had some outrageous moments. This might take the cake if he manages to pull this off. He's going to have time to plan a shot.
He actually...
Oh, it was just a fake.
Holy, how many bullets did he have? Just 2 with it?
And drops nobody.
Okay, Loud finally win a clutch. In terms of... Well, actually, I say that. It was still kind of fun, I think.
Becomes aggressive and cleans him up.
It was a little bit bold.
Here. And now you're looking at, you know, we're past the portion of the game where the
risky play, yeah. Right? It was a little bit bold. It was a little bit bold, but it's
really
fine.
What one another doing.
Especially against that kill.
And again, Loud going with his
all right, now we go into this one, and it is a huge swing rounds. We get the judge out. No, we don't. Okay, rifle out. Right, I'm just going to quickly circle everyone. Looks like we're going to have a little bit of time. And this is everyone that can't buy next round, so this is huge. Honestly, this guy probably could buy 2-4.
Orbital Strike is so crazy with the Leers right now. But no Leers.
So Kang is the only person that takes the hit in terms of this one, just deciding to have the Sheriff. 3 people hit, they smoke back a site, and we've got the delay smoke over towards here. Normally this is a Viper smoke, but obviously that's gone over towards
They've crept up just a little
bit. This is impossible to plant at the moment, really. And this is the last smoke gone in just now.
They might push as these smokes go down.
Yeah, I feel like Loud have owned this. And honestly, after this round, you might see a timeout from EDG.
Concon getting healed up. Back to 100, and it's just
especially as that's the molly to kind of allow them to plant.
This is going to become a problem. Less is on the flank. There's nothing to cover it.
They got to go over towards showers, and it's kind of Kang's going to take a 1v1 right now. And again, Tuis feels like he gets one of the most important kills.
He very well may do it on his own. There it is. There's the flank. Howdong done. Dealt with. Obliterated as Les gets a second. The swing on the third. And it connects.
Dude, Les is just
flawless for Loud.
Strong from him.
So patient.
8-5. Yeah, I would be so fine if EDG called a timeout here again. If they want to force over towards short, they definitely need to take over towards showers.
And we get our first timeout now out of Edward
It's just too hard for them to plant.
Les is having a career.
So they either there's like a few ways that they need to talk about. They either need to like push through the actual smoke itself, and again they have flashes they can, or they just need to take showers heavier. Yeah, and this is going to be a lot about this in terms of like the approach over towards A, how they have to have showers control, how it's just been one guy holding it maybe a lot of the time.
I think I was looking at the stats for the entire tournament. Both of them are in what, top 5?
Yeah, definitely. The timeout makes a lot of sense. It's perfect timing for them. They need to change they need to have an adjustment in terms of A.
Well, all of them,
and
yeah, all of them.
We'll also see if they want to go over towards B as well. I don't know if it's like a plan to try and avoid the Viper or what, but
America's winners.
8-bit Ducky, what's up, dude?
Yeah,
what's up with the 100 bits as well? Thank you so much.
This new version looks reinvigorated, and I didn't know if they would.
Wait, was it actually you with the sign today? That's sick.
They found some new solutions.
That's sick.
Triple controller on bind.
We've
only even seen Harbor
give me
Viper.
some time to work out. I might give you like a temp VIP for potentially the rest of the year.
The decider, if we go the distance.
Let me have a think about it for that.
And given how things have gone so far, it's a very high possibility. Really, neither team willing to
talk it over the mods. See what the mods are saying.
Oftentimes, you'll see that go through teleporter as energy. Pioneered, but
I like
the fact
the
that it's not going through teleporter tells me, Sean, that they want to continue to fight for the showers control and have that line.
I mean, there's really no need though.
The VIP guest slot, yeah. Don't go in on me.
But again, the Omen one-way comes in showers. The Brim
you can't be calling anything guest slot these days.
Over here just
people hunt you.
If you're gonna play Loud, you better move at a slow pace.
Which is just so different, dude.
Bossman.
Oh, he was given away by the shoulder. What was that? That was so close, and they're going to continue to aggress. They're going to try to take Octagon control. That nade in the labs, they have to reposition, but Smoggy finding one with the Marshall.
He just went right through the snake bite.
Seekers is huge here. When's this guy over towards short going to go? He is crazy patient at the moment. Look at Chichu.
And Chichu
Dude, I've never seen anyone this late on the lurk over towards here. So yeah, they gotta buy some time. And honestly, nobody has the dog. That's kind of sick. You can definitely buy some time on this one. I say as the smoke goes away and Smokey gets caught out in the open, nobody has to swing as well because of the ult, and now he has to clutch from here. That's, yeah, a bit of a nightmare. They could have delayed way better.
But even if they don't, I mean, it's a 1v3 with the Sheriff, right? 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 Okay.
Yeah, they could have delayed way better. It was a nice eco, it was a nice idea on this one, but it just felt like the two on site had to kind of relax a little bit. I think they talked about it at one point, how they could have just maybe fallen off.
And I forgot we're dealing with smart players. They like to throw their smokes on top of the spike.
I felt like with the Seekers as well, they had time to get off, but here we are. A Stone 0 as well with the 7 months. Thank you for the prime. Thank you.
It's just the shoulder, man. It's just a pixel.
Yeah, this was nice.
What did he see?
Just an easy one.
And the way that they're set up, I think we're starting to see some of their approaches, Sean. Kong takes U-Haul, they continue to push down long, and then they can crunch.
He just mistimed the smoke, right? That was the only thing.
Yeah.
And if they can't get that space with Kong, they're going to have a hard time doing that.
And Kong, he's busted out the off again. I don't know if this is going to work out well.
Yeah, the op doesn't seem like the play, really. Like, the op seems a little bit weird, especially when you're up against free smokers. That's probably the time where you're probably going to get, like, what, a couple of seconds, maybe each round to actually get a shot and be lucky enough to actually have someone there. I say that, they did see someone jumping over towards showers earlier, so.
But it's all a fake. They're trying to pull the third player to B, and they've done it. Sadak has rotated. And now we're looking at a potential.
Honestly, though, maybe he's kind of looking at how Tui's was dueling him over towards showers earlier, and he's just like, he wants to 1v1 me, and this is his way of being able to win the 1v1. No smoke at the moment. They have no idea he's here. Honestly, might be good. Yeah, okay, well.
He doesn't miss those.
No.
It's actually twice they get stuff over towards showers, so more just felt like it was the round itself. That is wild. Overlap smoke, and then they just insta pre-fire it. Haodong has his ult and his molly. Chichu has nothing else, so maybe Chichu needs to play a little bit close, just trying to see if there's anyone lurking to kill this. Again, nobody needs to kind of delay a little bit there, and there wasn't too much delay. There's ult fast, and then molly is in the air, I think, at the moment.
Molly is already out.
Oh, he missed the molly.
Do they know, though?
Yeah, it's slightly to the right.
No, I don't think they did. Chichu pushing forward into the face of two. Trying to swing, and he can't do anything
molly on
about
this one.
It.
I don't know if they called the plant. Doesn't have a lineup for a bit left or what, but yeah, a bit of a disaster in terms of EDG. They had a really good start, but like some of this has been falling apart. Feels like every time they need to buy time over towards site, they're not doing it properly.
Yeah.
It started off like great game plan, manipulating rotates, looking like way ahead of them, and then now it just feels like it's falling apart. Everything doesn't look together. I'll be honest, that was a hard round for them to lose. I feel like.
They need this to build something for the rest of this half.
And somehow they managed to do it.
Oh, fake teleport? From Sadak?
Yeah, a little shrouded step.
Yeah, we haven't seen that tech in a while.
I like it. Tui's, though, again, keeping showers controlled. Deep smoke.
Picking the right side at the moment. It feels like everywhere they see the Viper smoke, that's pretty much where two are.
Everyone from EDG is here. Yeah, it's a split. Kong has the ult. Does he commit?
Smoke goes in, 3 people here for Loud though.
But yeah, he does commit to the ult. Smoggy dashing forward, and Aspas drops him. The showstopper not going to connect, but it does deal a little bit of damage now. Aspas still playing in the tin, dropping another as nobody falls. The nade refresh, the kill comes through.
Dude, how did Haodong not get any bullets on him?
Finally falls. Kong still in play. He's still got the ult too.
That was a little bit bold.
No,
yeah, that was a little bit bold.
It's Kong and Chichu that snatched the round
they tried to just kind of flood them, hoping that the pressure would be there, that maybe one of them would stick the plant itself.
2 pivotal kills to keep them in this game.
Kang's actually getting a lot of impact frags. Really.
This is going to be really difficult for Loud because they've given up the site a couple times now. You know, I think it's possible that EDG does enter these sites, get the spike down, and with the pit available and the Brim Molly, the Viper snake bites, this is something that can be stalled out for a very long time. only one flash though on nobody right now.
Sliggy's Catboy, what's up, dude? Thank you for the 3 months. Thank you.
So go for
nice, nice Twitch
There's
name.
that one flash. Oh, and it was a fake. It was just delayed. It buys a little bit of time. Nobody
Bro,
reads that so
all
well.
of these brim mollies are horrendous today. Oh my goodness.
But he does have the
Dude,
sky.
he got dinked there at the end.
Back up to 100 right here. And Smoggy won off of ult. So they could give him this Showers orb. They could prioritize getting him an orb right now. But look at the setup from Loud.
Yeah,
I don't think they've played this aggressive
Subbed on the wrong
thus
account.
far.
Yeah, you're right. They haven't. Meanwhile, EDG have tested those waters so many times.
Bro, this round is so easy to call, surely. But the thing is, they left Showers thinking that most likely they're going to just try and...
They're aware of a potential TP play or re-clear of Showers, so they backed out.
Oh.
Kind of enticing a bait play to happen.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
He manages to get one.
Nice
So much
movement
more
in the
was
end.
on the plate. But it just ends up being an appetizer just in case.
EDG's not going to lose
Meanwhile,
this round
EDG
as
with
well,
numbers
right?
advantage off in the hands of Aspas.
Big kill.
And he's rotating through. It's going to be late. I mean, both of them are still sitting on the other side
2v4,
of the map.
op
Just now, they're
retake,
gonna
all
invest
in.
now from Chichu
Okay,
as well.
another
And
unlosable
that
round.
is going to become so much
Why am I
less
still
effective.
nervous for them?
Concon 39 HP. He drops less, heals up a little bit. Aspas with the op. Upgraded a weapon. And this would be a vintage Aspas round, Sean. If he can pull this off, satcheling forward, still has to deal with the pit. Nobody spotted on the other side, trying to deal with the targets, trying to find which one is right, and he cannot.
It was pretty good.
Nobody with
It was a
three.
good
We're
recovery in the
tied
end from
at 6.
EDG. I feel like both teams will be pretty happy with how this
Unbelievable
was
end to
at the
half. I
end.
wouldn't
Yeah.
have it any other way. 6-6. We are dead even. Wow.
We'll take a look at that round one more time, and the fact that Loud put together an unreal streak to get us to that point. Remember, it was EDG who was in control.
Yeah, they were in control in the early part of the game. Loud rallies back into it. EDG, they'll close out the half.
Why is nobody playing Initiator like this? Yeah, this tournament, it feels like they gave him full freedom or something. It feels like that. It feels like, I don't know. I'm not sure they I'm not sure they needed someone else to be like absolutely
this
sending
cannot
it.
be any closer, 6-6 at the half. But let's take a look at the Verizon high-speed moment here. A whole round, in fact, that ended up Mimi with a massive Choo-Choo clutch.
So I think this is really indicative of this game, where I feel like Loud had great control. It starts off by them
He only
using
does it
these
on
smokes
Sky.
to hold
It
on
is
to short
true, yeah.
control and
They
pull out a
literally just said
lot
you
of
can
this
play it like
Sky
a duelist.
initiator utility that their comp is really good for. You also see here, there's that Brim Smoke in the late round to help them flood into B.
So
They have a
he
lot
said
of
that he's
great
testing out
ideas
more
with
aggro
this
because of
double
how
control
scared he
of
played
comp
against
that sets him
Fnatic.
up to win this round. But with 10 seconds left,
I mean,
Chichu comes in,
he doesn't look
wins
scared,
this
I'll give him
1v2,
that.
and gets EDG back in control.
He actually
And I
looks
feel
like the
this
most
is
confident
indicative
player I
of
think I've
so
ever
much
seen
of
to
this
touch
half
Valorant.
breadth.
So yeah,
I
he's
mean,
compensating
insane
well
spray
for it.
control from Chichu, but you're completely correct. It is essentially a mirror of what happened, I think, because Loud again came into this with solid ideas of how they wanted to play with the triple
Just
controller.
needs to kind of
but it came
combine
down
the
to
two.
clutch
I like
big
to find the
individual
sweet
moments,
spot
people,
now.
players popping off, and that's what EDG have done to tie up essentially and make it as close as it's been at this half, 6-6. Despite the fact that
You
I
want to
think
refresh?
Loud
I'll
do
do it.
Absolutely agree there. In the
saved an
second
extra
half, though,
seconds.
I
There we
think
are.
things get interesting, because this is where I feel like it's a little bit harder to get use out of this triple controller. You can throw down Omen one ways for extremity control. You can stall out against retakes quite a lot. But I actually think this EDG comp, as it was in the first half, is really good for pushing deep in these late round situations and actually fighting through those smokes to flood retake.
Yeah, of course, the Reina on the defense as well. I'm looking forward to
Ripping
seeing
the
what
pen,
EDG
though,
and
bro. It's
Concon
literally water,
have,
bro.
cooked up for
It's
us.
straight up
Without
water.
further ado, let's get back into game and the second half with your casters. Back to you, Doug and Sean.
Thank you so much, Into. Just a few moments away from kicking off the second half, tied at 6 apiece here on Bind. Loud put together an unreal streak there just to keep it competitive, Sean, because otherwise it felt like EDG was in full control.
It really did, and you know what? I don't think we have much time to talk about it right now, Doug, because I think we're about to see an absolute brawl at this A site.
Okay.
3 defenders here from EDG, 5 ready
How
to
do we
lurk
tell him?
up short
Yeah,
A
but
right
no-
now, potentially with his Viper
No
wall.
one says ripping the straw.
Trailblazer goes out. An immediate counter util comes from EDG, and lurk in the smoke!
How does he get away with that? He's got the chance for more, not able to connect though. Concon has shown up. He was at Showers early on. The spike is still down. Smoggy re-aggressing, taking the space that was left vacant. And EDG in firm control.
That was real nice.
Loud just crumble.
Okay, well at least we
I
got
mean,
a
you
pistol
see it,
each.
their bodies are littered at the
Wait,
exit.
he's
A
14
short.
and 7. Maybe we give him a bit of.
No traction found. No space gained.
Maybe we give him a bit of leeway on this one. See what he's got
Tui's
for us.
just left to sit and wonder about what went wrong.
Wait, they still have a nade
Look
off
at
the
setup,
contact.
on
That's
contact,
devastating.
paint shells into Showers. EDG really trying to secure this round, but Tui's!
Gosh, Tui's, you gonna pull this off?
Fair play, that was a nice try.
That was danger. Danger for just a moment. But when you're down so big in numbers, Sean, it's just so difficult to... you put yourself in a 1v4 like that.
Homsar315, thank you so much for the gift to me.
That is so big for
thank you, I really do appreciate you.
Well.
Visual, welcome into the Slug Club.
Getting the operator in Kong's hands, especially on this defensive half, has to be at the top of your priority list. He's already got the Marshall. I mean, he's going towards Shower.
Is there going to be any more madness?
I think we're about to see a clip.
Well, remember, there was a flash at the beginning of the previous round for this exact spot.
Man,
One
it's
way
going
at
to
the
be a
corner. Oh my god.
Oh,
I just disrespects it, bro.
That's so nice. Yeah, there we go. That's kind of what we're seeing with the Reina. You can disrespect a lot of that stuff, and that's what he wants to do. Got information that there were a lot of numbers here. With that information, they decide to push over towards long. They also dog and sky flash all of this. Oh my.
What? Kong teeing off on Loud.
It is, dude, it's too good against the ecos, man.
Jesus. Bounty next in line.
And of course, it's Kong. Who
Okay,
else?
nicely done. Well, Reina ults here.
4K for him. EDG with the 2-round lead and an excellent start to the second half.
I really don't know the value of
Panda
it,
Sniper, what's up, bro? With the Prime, thank you.
Pop off with this Empress.
Is Brim on split viable?
He's one of the only players I've seen pop off with the Empress. But it's pretty wild that Kong has
everything's
the bonus
viable to an extent. It's just
I mean,
how much work
we talked about
and
in the first half how they were
you
so
want to
close
put
to
into
having an
it.
orbital strike, but yeah, the Empress takes a
Damn,
little
bro.
bit less.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone get that pumped
Huge disadvantage though
against
on the guns
ecos.
Here of this bonus.
Straight up, I've never seen anyone that
Despite
pumped
having
about
such a
killing
good
ecos.
eco round
That's
right
the
there.
most ever out of any game in the
Definitely a
15
difficult
years
round
of
here for
esports that I've been
EDG.
here.
Deep brim smoke, and you can afford to do that with this triple controller comp. They can afford to waste these smokes for map control. They're trying to get a reaction right now out of EDG. Sniff out this setup.
That's
really
you
where
every
they are.
eco
Showers really aggressive.
in your ranked games.
Osmos
Respect,
is
dude.
here with Sadok.
Does he have a Lear? He does. He has 2.
Cover going out.
Sadok has smoked the end of Shower, just like how we saw at Octagon.
Dude, Smoggy has an 8 as well. I mean, as soon as they sniff out, they've got to be careful. Yeah, Aspas, I guess maybe not liking what's happening, not convinced that it's safe.
Okay,
Takes a step
Flash
back, they're gonna
doesn't-
rotate back B.
They're kind of acting like it did hit. Okay, they just wanting to check if someone was close because it only hit here.
Outside of that teleporter, and they
That's nice. They got good info before this side hit comes in. We got Wall 30 seconds. Rotate's coming in. It's the Brim, and we have another smoke for him that I guess is going over. Dude, this is nice at the moment. Brim has a molly. Wait, they have so much stall. Oh, chat
holding
is
on
on.
to the second, and there it is. In the face of the paranoia and the nade, they have to take a step back. The delay on this has been so good. They can't easily make their way out. This bonus very well may work off because there's still so much utility for them to play around. 13 seconds left. Oh, the spike's still not out, and it's finally starting to gain some traction. You have the rifle advantage, but can you convert? Chichu with the sidestep, the classic non-connecting bonus EDG.
They had 3 upgrades as well.
The stall on the
Yeah,
B side.
it was the stall, and it was more importantly just the info over towards here. The late flash that went through the TP. They then checked to see if anyone was close. Then they managed to rotate out. The rotate was the Brim with an extra smoke that enabled this kill, and the molly that was there as well. And the Viper just held over towards the held onto his molly as well until late.
I think his guiding light made the play, right?
Yeah,
it might not have even popped, but it really didn't matter. They still ended up rotating towards B. The idea was
OD890, thank you so much. Thank you.
Just one player
With the
without
2
armor, and
months
that's
and EDG. I mean, that was a big round, dude.
He's had some massive
that
plays
feels like it was
on
it.
this very map.
The
in
Viper
this
molly's
tournament.
delayed so much, dude, and the Viper wall.
EDG are just playing in
It
a
was so
different
good.
form right now.
The rotate was perfect. It's actually a big call that the Brim rotated. I know that he was closest because of the double setup, but it actually made a big difference.
Get some information in the mid round. You can see the flash right there outside of Hookah. Get some info, and that's gonna make Kong cheat a little bit over towards this B site. Showers control maintained firmly right now by EDG. See Smoggy holding a super deep line.
Odie, thank you for saying that as well, mate. Appreciate that. Thanks for the kind words.
Where do they go from here? Flash getting a little bit of info into Showers.
This definitely feels like it's heading towards this A site. And Kong again is making the right decision.
Chill, yeah, they're gonna have 3 people here again. Oh, boss. Wait, what?
Got that?
That's unreal.
How the hell has he got that kill? That is huge. And they get the kill into heaven. Oh, boss. Now what? Yeah, he knows most. Oh, God. What are these rounds?
Dealt with assassination style.
Molly to delay.
They've lost control of the site. They've lost control of this round.
Has a corner.
And this is a gorgeous post-plant setup. They have the crossfire from bench to default, the swing coming out of showers.
I don't know how to get back into this. It just went from bad to worse.
I don't think they do, Doug.
Look at us sending it.
Chichu 1v4, 2 rifles on the other side.
What's the timing like?
Sure, Aspas is weak, but when you have no idea
done.
where he
4
is,
people alive as well, getting some more upgrades, throwing the guns over. Nicely done. Any more? Oh, it's in heaven. And he had no satchel to get out.
Loud is potentially out of this game.
Unless it fell down.
Come in and get the MasterCard 50. Aspas now having the showstopper in this
Amped, thank you so much as well. Thank you for the gifted. Thank you for everything as well. Appreciate you.
Buckle up because we have the Orbital Strike on Haldong.
Thank you very much, Amped.
Empress and Op on Kong. And I think we're going to see a double satchel ult coming out of Aspas right now. Super heavy play towards long B. Potential stim
where's the money
on
at?
long. Catch someone off guard, and
yeah,
that's
money's really good after that round for Loud. And they fake that they might be going aggro here. The op on Reyna is very good.
So smart.
Again, it's all about just how consistent are you of hitting this.
And the jump spot.
Dude, what happened over towards Showers here? There was an Omen flash involved.
The way they set him up for these shots, Tui's is in big trouble here.
Can he connect? Yes, he can.
Nicely done, 45.
Tui's again
yeah, just wants to get out. There is a heal over towards site, but nobody has to cross. And so for that to happen, they decide to put the wall up to block vision. Now they can get the heal out. Everything's perfect on this one.
The spike just now scooped up. Les creeping forward. You've got a couple members here. He's knocked out. He's knocked out.
Even knife smoke once, but it just
again, you don't really expect someone to be hiding in your Viper smoke. No one does it, right? Because you're just taking damage. So I know it looks stupid that he has to knife out, but that's kind of why, because no one really does it, because you're 1 HP and it's just too risky in theory.
He has a really strong off angle, but that's the kind of stuff Kong has been known to punish.
Yeah, I respect him doing it, especially because like spam can just come your way and you're like 2 HP.
This round's looking all but hopeless here for Loud. They're looking for a pick, but I don't know if EDG is going to even give it to them.
Oh, dire straight. Here's Kawantine drops. Oh no! Haldong. What have you done, Sean? Kawantine with 2 massive kills. Nobody plucking Aspas out of the sky.
The Seeker? He's following it.
I mean, he's got to be careful here. He's here by himself, and he falls.
Kawazin's just hard enough. Nice cross map Molly. Oh my, nice cross map Molly. Dude, oh, so close, dude.
Planted. Sunk into the soil of the site.
Oh, and the gun blocked it.
Chichu's going to have to 1v2 this if he wants to pull this off. Kawantine 15 HP, the flash.
This is a ridiculous round from Kawantine. That's probably the best ace. I think that's the best ace so far.
Improbable.
In terms of like impact, how hard it was, I think that's the best one. That was ridiculous.
Up short, gets 2 picks, pops the Seekers.
They forced him down to eco, right?
For the 3rd, takes out the 4th. That is an insane round from the young talent on Loud.
I mean, he was dropping on that
first.
Throw the gun barrel on that.
Destroyed nobody there the way that he did, but this right here.
Damn, dudes.
I mean, the freaking fadeaway.
Yeah, I think that's better than all the others.
What a play out of Loud.
And right after witnessing that ace come in, has to take the 2nd time out for EDG.
Yeah, that was great.
That is one that will definitely be a blow to the
gut. Forces them down
EDG,
to eco to make it back to 9-9. He might have just saved them.
Scraping at the bottom of the barrel if they buy here.
It's mad, dude. Loud, and you know, we've talked about this a little bit. I'm convinced that there's a little extra grit that ends up on a team when you make your way through Group D, because Loud have had 2 instances now just in this map where we go, oh, Loud are done, right? They're not going to be able to regain their footing. They're not going to be able to reestablish control, and they constantly just refuse to go away.
There's a reason, Doug, why heart of a champion is a saying, and Loud, it doesn't matter that they have 2 new players. It does not matter. They have 0 quit in them. And when I watch them play, they almost never falter in these late game heroics.
Now what?
And the one exception was the lock-in finals. That was the only time that I have ever seen this team crumble in a big moment.
What a disaster that was. Historic.
Okay, kind of close to a couple of ults. Like we said, this is a low buy for them.
Their title.
Wanting to go over towards Showers. I don't know if it's because of this or if they just want to set up the I mean, these are the double guns.
Just immediately get a pick.
These are the double guns for EDG.
Smoggy with the Marshall, but that one way causing problems, and you can't do the same thing Reyna can do in a situation like that. You can't dismiss out. Aspas is going aggressive. He's got the ult. He's paranoid.
Very nice Omen flash. Do they have any idea that there's two in the same spot?
How is he still alive? Finally dealt with by Aspas.
This is nice.
And EDG
now
it's
cool
on them
Omen
to
flash
crumble
with
unless
this.
Chichu can pull off a 1v4 and get the spike defuse. 2 mollies, orb in hand. Kawanzin a little aggressive here on the pop. And the swing, and now you see the stack. 3 members here.
Chichu's thinking about it.
Well, he goes in as well. Poor guy. When do they start considering?
Huge rifle to save, and no.
Not interested at all.
I think they bought down in such a way to buy actually into this 19th round.
Yeah, I think they'll be okay.
And I want to say Smoggy might have had enough to... Yeah, he did. Okay, smart play by Smoggy right there. The reason why we saw the Marshall that last round, he saved money in the bank to get that operator onto Kong. That's definitely going to be a winning factor here. We saw him open up that previous 3-on-5.
Yeah, I like this hit. Showers looks hard to hold on to when you're kind of doing this one way with the Omen flash, etc. Like, Omen actually looks really good at the solo taking showers. Pretty cool. There is so many ults at the moment.
Oh, he went a little late.
Oh, boss. Yeah, I didn't see him. Sadak just didn't see him on the first swing.
Does the reaction come out loud?
Money's really low for EDG, so they have to win this one. With the kill over towards here and the fact the Seekers didn't go anywhere near over towards long as well, they insta-push. The Seekers going behind, 1-person push, 4-person rotate. This is hard for Loud. What do we do?
All of the info is in EDG's hands, and Chichu, I think it's on Chichu to not overextend right here, but Smoggy goes through short!
Okay, so they insta dog, they find someone, they find Haldon close, and they stun him with the dog, and then insta ult on top. So they decide to use the ults into the round where they were 4v5. Can gets a kill as well. They have no idea about this guy pushing behind. Oh man, it's a big round to win.
This is going to be the round, Sean.
Yeah.
I don't think Kawanzin has the eyes in the back of his head. He had a crazy 3.
Oh no! What a play!
There is no way in hell that just happened like that. That is the unluckiest thing I might have seen in this game.
30 seconds left.
I think that's the unluckiest thing I've ever seen in this game. How does he turn the corner as the flash goes off and then pulls the trigger before it as well? And they know that he's pushing. There is no way. Oh god. Gets the heal though.
Seekers invested too, and look at the reposition from Kawanzin.
I like this though. He just cleared here. He just came from here. We go around the world. Smart. It's a good plant for him as well.
Quiet on the approach.
Oh my god, it's close.
Not a single sound made, and Kong's gonna stick at the hole. Oh my gosh!
Oh man, that's crazy. That is a crazy round. He just got him.
That's insane.
Show me the
That
bar.
is one of the maddest rounds I've ever seen in Valorant. That is ridiculous, dude. Chat, if you paused this round and showed it to anyone at the 2v4 where he's about to turn this corner, no one will believe that they win that. No one.
Guiding light on short. And then
no
oh my god!
Way.
What? Where's the gap? I don't see it. There's no gap there.
You said it yesterday to me. It's better to be lucky than good. I think Kawanzin has proved these both right now. That is insane.
I mean, for such a pivotal round to go their way.
That's the most ridiculous round of Valorant.
Mere milliseconds, the decider.
That competes with some of the craziest
control.
ones.
EDG on a weird buy, 2 stingers, 2 pistols, and a guardian for Chichu.
That's straight up the luckiest round. It is the luckiest.
No real time to dwell for it either if you're EDG, because Loud were already knocking on P's door. The crunch is nice through teleporter.
This is a very weird round right now.
They're gonna flip the map too. I mean, look at Loud.
No way. Do they know Aspas is?
They do know now.
Chichu with nothing but a sliver of health, 1 HP, and Aspas still
nice job.
Being a nuisance, being a problem. Eventually meets his demise,
but
win
the
through
eco.
all of that, Loud taking the
1
spike.
HP survives, Hill comes in.
Hold up, Doug. I think I've seen this before.
What the hell is this map?
I mean, they've upgraded weapons too, Sean. Kong is a Vandal. Not like this.
The Brim Molly, the Omen
Molly.
Blind. These are crazy
double smoke. Is there any kind of one way?
Catch people out in the middle of the open, stall the
Doesn't
plan.
feel confident to do it.
I see how it would be possible.
discipline is paramount here if you're EDG. The rounds that feel the safest, the rounds that feel the most secure, are often the most dangerous. Sonic with the paranoia, snapping onto nobody.
Beyond it, right? Okay.
He's going to get so much more of a challenge, and Kong and Smoggy avoid disaster. Tie us at 10, and remember, this was 2 Stingers, a Guardian,
yeah, I can't believe they got that. So you got, what, 4 upgrades?
That's actually insane.
4 upgrades? Dude, it's so impossible to stay on top of this game. It's so fast right now. It keeps, like, flipping.
There's been so many rounds where I feel like EDG has these incredible advantages, and I cannot believe they can't close them out. But then a round like this happens, and you're quickly reminded what keeps this team in the game. It's not the 3-on-5 plays. It's not all the crossfires. It's just incredible little micro plays. The skill across this EDG roster it might be unmatched.
They've gone toe-to-toe with Loud up until this point. We're tied
the
at 10
attack
once
judge. Dude, he has so much money as well.
Showers again, putting
they really just want to set him up over towards it. Follow the dog in with the ult involved. Okay, so it's a whole set. Wait.
They're gonna.
Was it? Chat, they were spamming. Someone got an assist on that, right? They were spamming with it.
This is gonna be really difficult for Loud. If you don't reestablish Showers control, I think this is gonna be tough to
hold.
hold.
No swing.
I don't know about this swing bit right here, Doug.
Oh no.
Showers.
Oh dear God.
That's an interesting
this is such a hard round for EDG
right,
to win.
They've got to funnel him out because again, they don't have Showers control. And now
That
the pit's gonna have to be dealt
might
with.
be everything though.
Dropped, so they've got
He's the guy to do it.
Oh, they're stuck in U-Haul. The movement. They're stuck in U-Haul, but Tui's and Aspas punch back. A 2v2 pit still in play as Aspas drops it with the judge. Smoggy left alone. The Satchel to buy some time to reposition and take a different angle, try to isolate the gunfights. Tui's so weak. Smoggy orbital strike in his lap, has to take a step back,
dude.
and there's nowhere to run. Loud
straight up no money for this guy. Are we gonna drop?
Oh man, EDG from the 5-on-4 again. These advantageous scenarios, they cannot close them out.
I can't believe they let him plant here. And then they did. Then they did the ult that didn't reach the spike itself.
With the judge. That's
oh man, this is like one of those brutal games to watch back in VOD review. This would be so painful. This might be one of the most painful games to watch back in a VOD review, actually.
Just gives
might be one of the worst ones. There's a lot of just like little micro things that are costing them rounds.
And now Loud.
Okay, how long takes a hit? They buy into it.
Here.
They have 2 ults to do with it, and there's one of them. Aspas pushing forward with the showstopper.
Well, there's no good.
No.
Hey, that's nice.
Nothing found beneath them.
They've been stuck though.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, that might be exactly what they're doing, Sean. You're absolutely right. Nobody's holding the line.
Absolutely sending it. The delay over towards long was too good. Wall molly.
That's a fake. Once more. And look at the rotations. Howdong's already heading back to A.
Kill the flash.
This is the dream scenario for EDG. They've found the solo initiator. The player that gets the information for this composition. And right now, Loud.
Dog goes over. So this guy's gonna hit the dog. Does he call him back?
They have no idea what's going on across the map.
Yeah, but you can tell Loud have
a plan
here.
Create pressure fast.
Look where the spike is.
Exactly. Sadak just put the spike down. So remember, they faked the teleport to suggest that they're going back A. They've cut noise.
They might catch a rotate here.
And now Sadak is going to make some presence A.
Oh.
Given that they're down in numbers, given that they don't have an initiator, they have to try to manipulate this and try to marionette their way through the round.
He has Viper ult, by the way, if he gets anywhere to his Viper ult, if he goes close spawn.
Smoggy.
Oh, he's got too many targets to deal with.
It's a big kill. Really big kill from Smoggy. Because honestly, if that guy gets that kill and he can Viper ult, it's everything. Still a 2-on-2.
Game right now, Doug.
Tui's just so weak. Sadak maybe
11 HP. Oh, he got his smoke out.
He's not on your side. Nobody drops him. 10 seconds left. Tui's left in a
11
1v2
HP.
with
That's
nothing
too much.
but a sliver of HP. 11, and that's not going to be enough.
Nice round from nobody.
Nobody gets 4, and of course, we're tied once more.
Man, someone pause. Someone pause. This is wild. Say thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate the 2 months of the
This is just going back and forth at this point. This is insane. The fights happening across the map.
Dude, you called that stuff out of Hookah too, and it was perfect. They couldn't find any space out of Hookah. They couldn't find any space out of Octagon.
MSM, what's up, bro? How we doing?
And that forced Loud into this disastrous situation where they were discombobulated and they were indecisive on it.
Our final timeout of regulation coming in here. Fraud, taking one for Loud.
It was the last timeout, so no one has anything left after this one in terms of timeouts. But yeah, it's a good time for it. These whole like past 4 rounds have been some of the maddest things.
Yeah. If I'm being honest here, Doug, but here's the thing: if I'm after on EDG, I know that as well, and there could be a little bit of reverse psychology. There could be some mind games going on. I think what could happen right now is a potential A fake into a B pop, just because EDG will believe this is going to be an A round, and they will rotate as if it were an A round.
How is Reyna better than the Jet in like the EDG comp? It's more just the flashes and being able to force through and bursting through the smokes.
Right now for Loud coming out of this timeout.
It's just better for like full commit bursting. Also, get a kill and you can kind of dismiss through, get the full info. It is just
very difficult to deal with.
We got to take a look at the money situation too, as we're so near the end of this map. Les, we talked about his pit, and fortunately he has the pit, so he can be a little bit safer, but all he has is a stinger.
Early hookah pressure going to come in right now.
Money's low for everyone. There'll be 2-4, so he can buy. Sure.
Single goal right now is
11-11.
Someone pushes longer, a guiding light comes down, get hit by it.
Smoke goes in, and this has been happening a lot. Like the Omen again. The Omen taking over towards Showers is nice. I'm telling you, this one way, then he can TP over towards the corner, and then he can flash if he wants to. I've seen him flash just randomly to swing it.
They have 3 members A.
So it's definitely hard to take Shower's control. The Omen's pretty good at just holding it. They're in a smoke at the moment over towards Showers. What's the timing from Smoggy here? Does he nade? Does he heal people?
Sada gets the first to Paranoia. He somehow
eventually
dies. Nobody on the regress. Loud just crumble.
Wow. Oh, nice Reyna flash as well. Dude, Smoggy got 2. I want to see that replay. What happened there?
Just like that, they take the lead right at the finish line. But Loud, they played that smart. They left enough in the tank for a buy here on this last round.
Sure.
They purposely half-bought down right there. Kalenzine only with a Guardian. Stock here missing a Paranoia, which, I'm going to be honest, I think that's a really big piece, as well as a Boombot. Stim for lack of a quick long peek. There's a lot of stuff actually missing.
Yeah, you're right.
Wait, didn't
right
I thought he hit the Paranoia and we got the blind spray.
Push
okay, either way,
the
1 round for
sign
EDG.
Of aggression comes in the last
Dude,
round.
three people towards
here,
middle.
rattled off, sending a shiver down their spine. There's the swing out. Smoggy getting the best of Les.
Smoke for one of the 3
EDG
smokers.
To go for the jugular, but it's countered back.
I think that's a light win for Loud. The 4-on-4. That's going to spread EDG out, and they found the Brimstone. That's the stall in this
Let's have Viper. Oh,
they don't have 3 controllers.
Sonic has to stay alive here. Sonic has to stay alive. Just narrowly.
But it's still a good amount of pressure here. That brings the rotate back.
And more importantly, though, that keeps Smoggy at this A site. So what is the play from Loud right now?
They kind of want to, yeah. Smoggy is just going from site to site, just like, damn, I want to use my ult when they exec. The later the time gets, the better for him. The more rush they're going to be, the more grouped up they are going to be, like through the choke points. Seekers goes in. Good luck, Kankan.
One player is at this
How
A
on earth
side.
is
They
he
are
going
going
to do
to
this?
so fast.
But can he do it again? Up in hand, no!
Yeah, nice
Doesn't
kill.
even get a shot.
Smoggy has to be a hero for this one, else we're going overtime.
Loud in a position to take us to OT.
Up, right?
Smoggy showstopper.
What
and that's really not a surprise. You're right. The nade first. Aspas repositioning. A 3v3. It's just the showstopper. Tui's 1 point away from the orbital strike.
Could be waiting for the guiding light coming in from nobody.
There's the ult. The first clear. Oh, the flash. Aspas with the clean movement, getting away, staying alive, potentially preserving the round as nobody's on the flank. Tui's dropped. And they've got Aspas and Kalenzine corralled. There's nowhere for them to go. Smoggy with 4 and EDG take bind.
They had to fight Lamps. Did I miss a bit of U2 and Lamps?
Oh my goodness. What
Holy.
a map
what
a
sick map.
I can't believe it.
This was one of the hardest maps to call. It felt like it was going all over the place.
Wasting ults. It doesn't matter.